Libra, welcome back. If you're returning, this is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising placement, and it is a general reading, so it will not resonate with all of you. If it doesn't seem like it's your life I'm talking about, don't try to force the fit, okay? There are lots of excellent readers on YouTube, and maybe one of them has your reading this week if I don't. All right, we're going to do 4 cards. See what we have here. Just a couple more for Libra. Libra. King and Queen of Wands in reverse. Interesting. All right. So, there's a well shuffled deck. Necessarily set for reversals, but let's see what we have. So we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, starting out with a sense of maybe a little disorganized. You know, there seems to be a conflict here in a group you're working with. People aren't working together this week, and it could be that you have a significant partnership in your life, and things are not going smoothly. These 2 cards in reverse, but I'm just going to turn them upright for a second. So for the King we have just the 1, and for the Queen we have 2. So I think the feminine energy here is focusing on the partnership, and the masculine energy is focusing on itself here. Is just sort of intuitively what I'm seeing. There is other nuances here with regard to these energies. There's maybe a little bit of insecurity or jealousy that's made its way into this connection. There could also be sort of an overbearing, I know what's right, I'm going to make the decisions kind of energy here. There could be an unachievable expectation that things will never be difficult, that you will never fight. I guess intuitively what I'm sensing here, whoever I'm picking up on, you're in a relationship, you've been in one for quite some time. You know, maybe it's only been months, not years, but it's been a long time for you, given your dating history. It could be a marriage. I kind of feel like it's a newer relationship. So by newer, I mean you could have been together 5 years, but you've never really had any conflicts, Libra, and now you are not in agreement on something. And one of you is claiming that the other is insecure and jealous, and that's the problem. And the other is claiming that, no, you're the problem because you're overbearing and you're trying to control my life. And this may be the first actual time you haven't been working completely in agreement. And that can be challenging. But I guess what I would tell you, Libra, is that every relationship requires compromise. It requires good communication. And you will have disagreements. You're not the same person. You're 2 individuals having a connection. And you might get along beautifully and agree on 99.9% of everything, but you will not have the same perspective or the same opinion on every matter that you encounter as a couple. Sorry about that. Apparently I have a package being delivered. You may not have had this issue before, right? But you can get through it. It just requires you to work on a set of skills you just haven't had to call on yet because you haven't had a problem. You're clearly a couple. You're clearly together. You can make it through this. It isn't that your teamwork has completely broken down. You're just having a challenge. And all partnerships have challenges. And where we find the strongest partnerships are the ones where you've worked through the challenge. Here with the 6 of Cups, this is a wonderful energy coming in toward the end of the week. I feel like whatever you're going through, you're going to get through it because you're going to remember the wonderful times that you've had together. You're going to remember what matters to you, what mattered to you in the relationship. The camera just blacked out for a second. I hope that's not on the video. I think that there is a component of your communication this week that is difficult. But I think that you have what it takes to get through it if you remember what really matters, what really is solid about your connection, and all of the happy times that you've had together. If you can do a bit of reminiscing, I think you'll both find your way back to a better space. For those of you that are not in a couple, I don't think this is your reading. You know, it could be a connection that you have with another person that isn't romantic, that's more of a business partnership, but that's not really what I'm feeling. There's a lot of passion in the wands. This level of passion is more about an intimate relationship than a business one. So I think that's only the one interpretation this week, and I think that that is about a couple who just have never had a fight before, and all of a sudden you've had a fight, and it feels like the end of the world, but it's not. You're strong. You both have great courage. You have a really strong connection to one another. You can make it through this. And maybe there's just a little bit of truth in there. Are you being jealous? Are you being overbearing? Are you, or is your partner, you know, trying to control too much about how things go and not letting you share your opinion? These are not the end of the world issues. These are things that you can work through together and find the right balance. Again, I think that you will. I really do. So I hope this is helpful, Libra. I hope that you have a good week. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes, supporting the channel. I really appreciate that so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. We'd love to have you join our tribe. I wish you all success in your conversations this week. We'll see you next time. Blessings.